How to keep the evil spirits away? It's easy. Come to a festival. I'm Philip from the Beginnings and Paths channel, and it's the first time I appear in one of my videos because today is precisely 1 year since I have uploaded my first video. I wanted to make something special to thank you for being with me this entire year and for your support through these entire 365 days. Well, I appreciate, I'm grateful, thank you. And because that first video was from the Surva festival in the city of Pernik, and because I made a promise at the end of that video to come back there this year, so I'm heading to Pernik. Let's catch our train. As you already figured out, the festival is held annually, each time at the end of January in the city of Pernik, and this year is its 30th anniversary edition. Usually the festival is held in a single day, but for the second time this year, because of its anniversary and the more masquerade groups coming from all over Bulgaria and other countries, it was spread in 3 days, the first being for the preparations and the opening ceremony. I didn't want to miss anything, even the preparation part. The main square of the city will be the stage for the masquerade groups that will follow one by one through the main pedestrian street that leads to the square. With the sunset, more and more people started to gather. I managed to secure a place in the press area from where I would have a great visibility and from where I would be able to show you more from the event. it became really cold here. But that was the opening, the first day of the Surva Festival 2024. Stay tuned for the second day and the main day tomorrow. We are here in Pernik for the second day of the Surva Festival, and because it is Saturday, it is much more crowded than yesterday, but the ambience is very cool. As soon as I reached the center, I immediately headed for the stage in the square, or the square with the stage, or the square turned into a stage, whatever you want to call it, it will still be true, where the first troops had already begun their performance, dressed in their scary costumes and masks, accompanied by people in folk costumes from the different ethnographic areas they came from. At first glance, these masks and costumes may look quite similar, and this will be somewhat true, because they still have, or at least had once upon a time, specific ritual purposes and symbolism that is repeated, but the one thing that remains constant for all of them are the different cowbells worn around the waist, which are almost obligatory to frighten and drive away the evil forces. Meanwhile, while the troops perform on the stage, the trade is going well all around the area, and you can find plenty of stalls and stands where you can find different things to eat, different types of wine, often mulled, and, of course, all kinds of souvenirs. After each group has finished participating, they go out on a separate alley and come to the stairs in front of this building to take group photos and meet people. At this time, the following groups come to the main alley, sort of a catwalk, to perform in turn at the festival, which, in addition to the pure entertainment, also has a competitive nature. There is a jury that evaluates the costumes and masks of each troupe according to some criteria, and in the end, a kind of winner is announced. But even for the participants in the troupes themselves, the competition is more for fun, and it is more important to enjoy as an occasion to recall the traditions of their native places. As loud as the sound you hear in this video is, you can't even imagine the rumble that comes out of these cowbells in reality. And while it's hard to hear anything else, the sound of the bells really energizes and charges you positively. That is why the name of the festival is Surva. I found it to be an old word no longer in use, but once, many centuries ago, even before Christianity, when these lands were inhabited by the Thracians, it was used as the name of the sun god. Subsequently, it remained in the ancient Bulgarian with the meaning of light, dawn, shine, radiance, glow, etc., and later also a byword for something bright and for health. Nowadays, it seems that the word has already fallen out of the vocabulary of the modern language, except in old fairy tales and traditional New Year's wishes. The different troupes are also very different because they come from different parts of the country. What is interesting about them are the different motifs that have their own symbolism. It was believed that the different embroideries and the figures on them had a protective role against evil forces and bad luck, but in each area of the country there were differences in the way the clothes were made. It's the same with the masks. Although most of them look the same, gradually one begins to notice the differences between them. In general, all masks are made as they were once wrought, and are mostly made of natural materials such as wool, leather, feathers, various natural fabrics, wood, and so on. This also applies to the rites that the troops perform. Although there are differences, the basic idea is that the people in traditional costumes represent the folk in the world, and the kukeri, as the masked figures are called, symbolize the elements, the spirits, and the evil that often hover around the people. At the same time, the role of the kukeri is to frighten and thus drive away the evil forces so that people enjoy a good life, health, and success. Another interesting detail is that once kukeri were played only by men, while today, as you can see, many women also participate, as well as children who are not at all afraid of the scary masks and genuinely enjoy themselves. In this way, the memory of the traditions is passed on to the next generation, though these old beliefs have long since fallen away and have none of the force they once had. For a change, I also walked around the festival area to look at the stalls. In addition to the food and drink stands, there were many different artisans producing a variety of handmade items such as knives, knitted scarves and hats, clay cookware, miniature cookery masks, wooden kitchen utensils, belts, and many more. Meanwhile, the last troops finished their participation for today and began to disperse. If you think it was easy to say anything with all that noise, it wasn't at all. But it is for today, the second day of Surva festival. Tomorrow is the end of Surva 2024. Today is the closing of the entire festival, so I hope we will be able to see again something interesting. This time I stood for a while at the end of the alley where the troops pass after they have finished their performance on stage, accompanied by friends and relatives, now without their masks, which are not light at all. Some of them, together with the costumes and the cowbells, can reach up to 50 kilograms, which is not at all easy to carry and is a serious achievement, especially for the women involved. Not to mention that it gets very hot under those thick woolen suits, regardless of the cold weather. Usually, this is a tradition that symbolically took place at New Year's when the cold weather allowed the wearing of these thick costumes. Here is another troupe that gathers to take a group photo and meet the spectators who came to the festival. As you can see, the participants in such a troupe are not few at all. As far as I know, there are troupes that involve more than 200 people, which is quite a lot. There is no shortage of people willing to take pictures with some of the cookery with more interesting masks. Meanwhile, I wandered through the shopping area again, where I found these nice little paintings of cookery and all the other souvenir stuff that I could take a look at better in the daylight. Through the bridge over the Struma river, I walked back to the food stalls and past the rest of the stands to return to the stage in the square, where the festival was going on, although it was coming to an end.
Амінь! Дай Боже!
Уважаема публика, да изплатим с аплодисменти сурвакарска група при Народно читалище Пробуда, 1935 година, квартал Бела вода, град Перник. За да подкрепите групата, изпратете СМС на номер 1915 с текст Surva'21.
As the people from the next troop head to the exit and take off their disguise, you can see the fatigue of the participants from the weight of the masks they are wearing, but they all seem happy.
На сцената група Джамалари при Народно читалище Пробуда, 1928 година.
That was all for this year's festival, Surva 2024. Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.